Senor Kaiba. The stock market is crashing. Kaiba Corp stock is down worse than when Darts and the Orichalcos crap happened. But it's okay, sir. I think things are going to shape up. The R&D department at Kaiba Corp has just developed a brand new Link 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon, sir. I'm on my way now to pay off the artist for the card artwork. As we speak, sir, we're going to be all right.
7 Item Stone, on the evening of August 4th, 2024, we got an announcement of a Link 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon, the first Blue Eyes White Dragon Link monster of its kind. As the stock market was preparing to crash and plummet downwards, Konami decided to blow everyone's brains with this card. Only if the world market leaders knew ahead of time that they were about to unleash a Link 1 Blue Eyes, I don't think everybody would have panicked as much. But here we are, healing, as we now have a Link 1 Blue Eyes. Okay, now as far as what this thing is and what it represents, the fact that we now have a Link inside of the Blue Eyes deck strategies, we've got to interpret really what else this could mean for Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole. The franchise, what are they signaling to us? Okay, all this, the timing of release and all this, it matters. So join me as I dive somewhat deep into figuring out if this Blue Eyes fever is leading up to something grand. Let's go. Now, to make things really clear at the time of recording this video, this is an official OCG announcement with all these cards. We do not have an official TCG announcement for this release, although I would assume that we're gonna get it. They're gonna make this for everybody else, they have to. Of course, the OCG is spoiled by getting this in a structure deck. Hopefully we will not get this broken up to in a very expensive set. The name of the structure deck that these cards will be in is called the Advent of the Eyes of Blue. This structure deck and the new Blue Eyes cards in it are set to release on September 7th, 2024, the same day as day 1 of the World Championships for 2024. As far as the World Championship and announcements that take place there, yes, over the years there's been some. Last year at the World Championships, there was a big announcement that ended up being for a bigger announcement. If you remember, the big announcement at the World Championships was that there will be a bigger event that happened at the Tokyo Dome event, which ended up being a huge event displaying the future of Yu-Gi-Oh!, showing the Duel Links virtual reality models, Master Duel, and the Nintendo Game Boy games that they're going to redo, as well as the main attraction that was the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary Card Game Chronicles animation. That was a nice way to announce their new Konami animation studio, which they're hinting at dedicating to giving us lore stories about the cards, right? For the longest time, people have not had animations outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! Regular TV scheduled shows, right? So here we are with a new animation studio showing us card lore. And what did it begin with? It started with Maiden of Eyes of Blue and Azure Eyes White Dragon, right? Going over and exploring in depth the world of Blue Eyes White Dragon, the origin story. What is all this even about? Why did they make the Card Game Chronicles in the first place? What is the concept there? Well, it's an older concept that has been developed throughout the anime and writing over time through the other animes and spin-offs of Yu-Gi-Oh!, where there is an idea that from the beginning of Duel Monsters, there is a symbiotic world where the actual duel monsters and duel spirits exist. A world where they are the core, but somehow has a symbiotic relationship to ours, to where when the card game was created, they could be summoned, blah, 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 shadow games or whatever type of intensities. They make the duels exciting, real, and ouch, card games hurt. It's an amazing concept. Now, if we're going with Duel Monsters rules, that kind of gets weird because people get real hardcore about the manga and what that's about. In the manga, it's the Ba and the Ka, spirit, human stuff. But going back to DM, Millennium World Arc, Kisara. She is the Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Now, Kisara, although briefly shown during the anime and the manga, you would assume she's not important, but honestly, she kind of really is super important, okay? She is what makes Blue Eyes important. Spoiler alert for the end of Duel Monsters and Kisara and Seto Kaiba stuff. If you don't want to know it, go watch the 20-year-old anime. Go watch the sub if you can. Let's talk about it. So cutting back all the way to 5,000 years ago, technically 3,000, we have Kisara, the Maiden of Eyes of Blue, being stoned and shunned for being an albino. Any albinos out there? Know you're beautiful, just like Kisara. They thought she was a witch. They had no idea, you know, primitive Egypt. So as she's being stoned and shunned, we have Seto Kaiba come in there and save her, right? Little did he know that this was the same girl that he had saved from being imprisoned and captured long ago, back when they were both just very young children. He freed her from a bunch of stinky bastards that captured her and put her in a cage. And by saving her and letting her have his horse to escape on, in retaliation, young Seto had his village ravaged by the very same people who he freed Kisara from. Of course, they were angry and looking for him and the girl. Meanwhile, they torched the village, killing young Seto's mother in the process. And from far away, Kisara can see that what's going on, and her spirit summons the Blue Eyes White Dragon for the first time and blows away the people that killed Seto's mother. But we never really saw Kisara see what was going on. We just see the Blue Eyes White Dragon appear. So after he takes her in and saves her from being stoned, realizing that she's the same girl, Seto and her developed this connection, a strong connection. They both risked a lot in saving each other at this point a few times. So the amazing and strong bond between Seto and Kisara was established. And because Kisara, a single human, is able to carry a spirit as strong as Blue Eyes, rumored to be as strong as the Egyptian gods themselves, it shows you the importance of humanity within the characters themselves. So that's why this is very special. Connections through the past lead to the future with Seto Kaiba in Battle City and all that. That was great stuff. And it all leads back to why Blue Eyes White Dragon is kind of the icon of Yu-Gi-Oh! Within the story itself, Blue Eyes has the potential to be as strong as some of the most powerful cards and spirits in Duel Monsters. And it all comes from Kisara and the interactions she had and developed with Seto Kaiba. Pre-Seto, yes, but Seto Kaiba nonetheless. More about them two on my main channel later. I'm going to make a new anime video style about this because this stuff is too good. These cards are making me think about too much good anime content, so expect hardcore anime related video about this Blue Eye stuff on the main channel, 7 Items Down. Taking it back to the 2016 World Championships, when Blue Eyes won, it was the height of Blue Eyes. Even though people look back on that fondly now, they say, yeah, Blue Eyes won the World Championship, they'll have it again. People weren't really excited about Blue Eyes being the world champion. If you go back and look at people's comments of the meta at the time, they weren't excited about mirror match of Blue Eyes. People were not excited about the meta at the time, and regardless of what people felt back then, in my eyes, from the way I see it, Konami does stuff in patterns, and we gotta pay attention. Konami knew that there was a Seto Kaiba themed Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, right? Dark Side of Dimensions, if you didn't know, is very heavy on the Kaiba, okay? Especially the Transcend game 2-part prequel manga leading up to D-Sod. All this was around the movie, around Duel Links, around Seto Kaiba and Blue Eyes, and Kisara. Okay? And all the Eyes of Blue folks, right? All those cards. So what I'm saying is that by the time 2025 rolls around, the World Championship for 25 might be Blue Eyes, okay? Because they're gonna drop this at Worlds, or on the same day as Worlds. So technically, it could be at Worlds. You might see some boxes of this. Will they do a double feature? Maybe they will print this in a TCG and OCG. Have it available for Worlds. Oh, never mind. Nobody's invited except for the people dueling. So, scratch that. Forgot about that. You're not invited. You can't go. You can't even buy a ticket. Ain't that about to be? Terrible. Very exclusive, Konami. Not nice of you to do that. So, but either way, whatever. You've got your reasons. Who knows? People stink. Maybe you're tired of the stench. I understand that. So, whatever. People stank. Nonetheless, this all might be leading up to a 2025 movie where we see Seto Kaiba. You never know. If they do the writing right, it could be great. So that's a prediction that I have with all this, right? If the last card that they reveal for the extra deck of this structure deck is an Xyz monster, and we have a brand new Xyz monster and a brand new Link and a brand new Synchro monster that they showed us before, the Synchro Ultimate Dragon that they showed us with the new Maiden of White, which is an advanced version of Kisara's Maiden of Aiza Blue form. Nice dress. If they show us that to be an Xyz monster, then we've got every type of summoning mechanic for Blue Eyes. I mean, technically you can count Legendary Dragon of White, that Xyz weird mullet hair version of Blue Eyes, but that's weird. And no, there is no Pendulum version of Blue Eyes. Pendulums don't count. That's my prediction. If they have a new movie and they gear up to make another World Championship Blue Eyes winner, right? Because the deck is so super based. Dude, if it's got Kaiba in it, I'm down. Because we need to see some more Blue Eyes. I don't care what you people say about, oh yeah, I'm tired of seeing Blue Eyes. Listen, things are different this time. Going back to the World Championships for 2016 when Blue Eyes won, people weren't excited. This time is different. People are really hype off of this. This Link 1 is insane. The strategies that I've seen for people who have Master Duel simulators like Tenchi Maru, it really shows you the potential of this new era of Blue Eyes. And again, I'm thinking it's for hype towards the new movie or a new anime, whatever. Even if they do the Konami Animations shorts that show the Eyes of Blue archetype, right? Like they showed us for the Konami animation. What's going on in the Duel Monsters world to make the Blue Eyes? Because if you notice, all the way back to 2008 for Crossroads of Chaos, when they showed us the White Stone of Legend card, being the White Stone of Ancients card, after it had emerged and bursted through the rubble that it was buried under. This White Stone of Legend is actually a stone egg that we see finally hatched in the artwork for the brand new Link 1 Spirit with Eyes of Blue card. In the artwork, you can see that the hatched Spirit with Eyes of Blue Link Dragon is standing on the very same pedestal featured on the Mausoleum of White card, which in the art of the Mausoleum of White, we see in order Master, Priestess, Sage, and Protector with Eyes of Blue, catering their energy up to the newly hatched baby Blue Eyes. You could see the same energy balls floating around the dragon in the artwork in both Mausoleum of White and the new Spirit with Eyes of Blue card. And with this new Link 1 being able to search the Mausoleum of White card itself, it shows improvement in Konami's synergy of card design and storytelling through the card art. Mausoleum of White came out in 2016, so not until this Link 1 have we gotten a clearer picture of what's going on in the artwork. Very cool connections leading all the way back to 2008 through the card artwork, really showing you that there is real good potential of exploring the lore in the card artwork in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's so good, and especially with this Blue Eyes White Dragon archetype trailing all the way back to the OG Seto Kaiba, Blue Eyes White Dragon, it really makes for a fun time for me as a Yu-Gi Boomer. And look, I'm a fan of all the other animes too. I haven't seen Zexal or Arc V, but I hear good things. Even Go Russian Sevens. People can hate, I'm interested. Okay, haven't seen them all the way through yet, but hey, whatever. I'm down. I'll check it out. So just be open-minded. DM is not that bad. Egypt is badass. And that's what I'm saying with all this. And looking up all this stuff for this video, it really got me in the mood to checking out the Millennium World arc again. Such a good final season and wrap up to Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though there was so much criticism and flubs along the way, it doesn't matter. It's still so good. It is dense. At least for me. For Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really good. In the new Link 1, I'm not really here to explain the card functionalities. Again, go check out all the other people. Even check out anybody who's discussing this, who knows, who's been in the game for a while, like Yasin. All the other Yu-Gi-Tubers, the OGs, they talk about this. There's a bunch of resources out there. Again, people are making Master Duel simulators. I didn't even know that existed until I looked this stuff up. Really crazy time. Neo Kaiser Seahorse was also in here. And again, further proof this might lead up to a new movie like D-San, Dark Side of Dimensions, okay? Neo Kaiser Seahorse, just like Neo Kaiser Glider, Neo Blue Eyes White Dragon, all the Neo Blue Eyes stuff that was in Dark Side of Dimensions. Hey, we got a Neo Kaiser Seahorse now. Okay, we're getting Neos. Okay, we're getting Synchros. That Blue Eyes Ultimate Synchro Dragon that was announced earlier for the Advent deck. Man, those theories about a potential movie about Kaiba exploring synchro technology, I hate to admit it, there might be some to that. I'm looking forward to it either way, so let me know what you think. Is Blue Eyes going to be meta by 2025? Is it going to take home the World Championship by 2025? We have gotten good cards for Blue Eyes over the years. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon? That thing is a pain in the ass to deal with. And with the release of Magia, man, there's everything to make me think. There's going to be a badass fusion summon. We're going to see Magia, Seto Kaiba, Yami Yugi kicking ass again, time traveling with holograms and shadow games and crap. It's going to be good. Is Blue Eyes back? Is Blue Eyes back? Right? Is he here or is she here to take home the World Championship for 2025? Give me your opinions. Peace.
Kaiba.